Colors play a very important role in our life. The world we live in is full of different colors. We are all living a colorful life. The colors also define a person's personality and character. And when these colors are combined with designs, they do wonders. These designs can help you meditate and heal your mental health. Let's learn more about the colors and mandala designs from our guest today. So let's welcome Lyubov from Russia. Hello and welcome, Lyubov. How are you?
Hello, Nick. I'm just great and very excited. I was waiting this interview, and so everything is great, and I'm ready to answer all of your questions. So, how are you?
I'm great as well. Thank you for your question. And, I've been so excited to host this episode because you are a designer. I am a designer myself. So, we are connected somewhere or the other. So I was quite excited that, yes, there's something related to my field now. And I can, be so proud to tell that, yes, we are designers. So let's not waste time. By the way, there's a very common question these days that coronavirus has affected all our lives. It's going the same way all over the country, but still, how is your country proceeding with this, and how is it going? I just want to know that.
I guess in general the situation is quite similar all over the world, and so nobody can travel. All the borders are closed now, and so we don't have the strong quarantine right now, and we can go out. The restaurants and some public places are still on, and so here we have New Year holidays and everybody having rest, and so that's why people can meet and do something together. But still, um, I guess people are afraid of this virus, and they take care about themselves and about the health of their close people, and probably they just try not to go out so much like they used to. And especially many people are not so rich now, as we can say, because many people lost their job or lost their business or something like that, or it just decreases somehow. So that's why people are just not ready to spend so much money like they used to do earlier.
By the way, Libo, many of the people, I guess, I think nobody knows about you. So please, if you could kindly tell about yourself to our viewers, they're eager to know you. So please, could you please tell us something about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Lyubov, as you can already know, and I'm a Mandaliera, and so it's like a Mandala Master or Mandala Designer. But so I can show you some examples, as you can see behind me on my wall, and I have some more of them, and I invented even something new. Well, unfortunately, it is not dark and we can do this, but this mandala, for example, can be lighted in the dark because I used special threads. It is my personal invention because I haven't seen anything anywhere in the net. So
That's
as
quite
for
great.
mandalas, they can be of different size and designs and so on. And as for me doing this, I'm not like, you know, like a professional, because I didn't graduated from, for example, art university or any, even any art courses. I just tried some days to find something new for myself, like a hobby, and all of my life I've been keen of doing something by my hands. I always loved the handwork, hand made things, and it was just something new for me. And after that, so I just found a master class on the internet and repeated that, and I liked that very much. And for now, I am doing that probably already about 7 years. So, but I didn't have any special education, and everything I can, I know. I just got the information like the just very little pieces of it, and I've just anywhere on the internet. You never know when you can find something new. And especially if to talk about this weaving mandalas, it is not very popular hobby, as I guess, especially in our country, probably somewhere in Mexico, or because this art is from the very ancient Native American tribe Huichol, and that was not just art for them, it was like the such special things for their, for birth of a child, for example, or such thing which can protect your home, your house. And they believed in very special power of these things. So for us now, it is just like some beautiful things and something like that. But of course, many people believe still that it can have some special power, but I can explain everything. There is no magic or no esoteric, something like that, something like, you know, the paw of a flying mouse, or take a bowl with the blood and do some rituals. No, nothing like this. So this is everything just clear and no magic here.
Well, your designs are really wonderful. I truly, like those, and especially I've seen a lot of mandala designs, but the ones you've created, the colors that you've used, they're quite graceful, and I totally appreciate that. Well, from this, we can
Thank you
definitely
very
make out
much.
how much. Yeah. So we can definitely make out how much you are interested in arts and designs. But there's a, this always arises a question that how and why did you get into the field, and who inspired you? I mean, people get into different fields, but they have certain motives, or they are, inspired by something. So why did
Mhm.
you get into the field, and who inspired you?
Well, as I have already told, I didn't try to make this special. It was just like occasional, something occasional, and I just was looking for something new. And when I tried to make mandalas, to weave them, I understood that I love this. And there is no any special person who inspired me to do exactly this kind of hobby, or this kind of activity. So I just know that here in Russia we have some great masters, some very, very outstanding masters here. But so now when I'm trying to do some designs, or when I would like to make a new ornament, I can take their works, just look at them, and not repeat and do the same, but to make something similar. I can, so we can combine the different ornaments in thousands of different ways. So that's why it is, well,
Well, you've created a great ornament for yourself that we can see on your, ears.
Yeah,
They're
so
quite.
I've done these little things just for maybe an hour. It is very easy and anyone can do this. It is so you can take just two wooden sticks and threads, and that's it. And the designs can be just like the easiest ones, like this one, for example, like this. You
Yeah.
can just make the squares, and it is the easiest one design. And the others, when you add more sticks, and of course you will get more sides of it. Like, so here we crossed two sticks and then one more two, so we had two crosses, and that's why we have 8 sticks, like a circle. And of course you can take more, and you can get 12 sticks or 16 or even more. Some people do more. And of course, the size can be bigger. So the biggest mandala I've seen on the internet, unfortunately not in real life, it was about meter or a meter and 10 centimeters probably. But I've heard that people make even more. But then you need special materials like not just thin sticks, but something like that diameter. So that's why, as for me, I tried to make a meter mandala one time and I couldn't. And for that moment, I thought that I'm not such a professional yet because you have to know some technical details there. And now probably I'm ready to repeat that, at least to try. So that's why I'm constantly thinking of the design. I'd like to make it just like the last piece of my art. You know, each time when I start to make a mandala, it is like the last mandala in my life. I want to make it perfect. And that's why I like to make they are very accurate. And as for mandalas, which I have seen at the other, so the works of other masters, we all of us, we use different materials, different threads. You can use cotton or acrylic threads or something, anything else. And so that's why the mandala can have mandalas can have different how to explain. So they just look different. So my mandalas, I can say that they are very accurate, and each thread can connect to another very close.
Definitely, definitely. Your work speaks for you, and the colors that you've used, it's quite great colors that you've used. I personally love your designs, um, and we can clearly see that you have a great knowledge about the colors and keen interest about learning about color therapy. So, how according to you does color therapy work?
So, answering this question, we should start with the name of great psychologist Carl Jung. He was the psychologist who invented this method of diagnostic of a personality, and not the personality itself, but the state of the current state of personality. And the method was like when you draw the circle and anything at that inside the circle. So you could use any colors, any ornaments, anything. Just you can do like this, many other circles inside that one, or any other figures like squares or triangles or anything. Just flowers, I don't know, cats. So anything you like, you can draw inside the circle. And the mandala itself, It is like so if we speak about the ancient art of mandalas and beliefs of people, it is like just the map of the world, something like that. When you have the four sides of the square inside the circle, and the circle is like the whole world, the universe. And so what was the question?
The question.
The effect of art therapy. Yes. So nowadays, it is the method like it has diversity effects. So you can you can make a diagnostic of your current state on the one point of view, and on the other point of view you can somehow correct it with the colors. So each color has its own meaning or something like that. And of course, probably it is not the only one thing which you can use and which you shall use if we are talking about, for example, some psychology's diagnosis, you know, like even like, for example, the most popular today, I guess it is depression or different things like this. But you can use the art therapy like the one of the tools which you can use when you cure somebody or you can cure yourself.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the information, Lyubov. That was quite a great information for, I guess, the people, and they'll definitely learn about it now. And it was, quite a new thing to me. Being a designer as myself, I haven't learned about, the color therapy, but I'm glad I connected to you and I'm learning from you. Uh,
Yeah.
but yes, another question for you. Colors play a very vital role in one's personality or characteristic. How true do you think this statement is, and what do you have to say about this?
So again, we have just the view from two points of view. So on the one hand, you can like just make a map with the colors, a map of a personality, for example. So if we can call this like, but on the other hand, you can so you can affect by colors on the personality. And for example, if you want to have some rapid changes in your life, you can use such ornaments in mandala like triangles. They have such angles, and it has a meaning of something rapid and something like just you have a name and you know that you will gain it. But if you need just some support, if you don't have the calmness in your life, or you want to make it more calmer, or like just you're tired of constant running, you can make mandala round, and the circle in mandala means the support and something like that. So the same with the colors. You can first, on the one hand, you can make a diagnostic, and then after that you can affect somehow on the current state.
Okay, okay. Well, today, these days, mental health has affected a lot of people. Mental health has become a major concern. So, how, according to you, should people deal with the mental health? And can colors bring a change in someone's mental health or not?
Okay, partially I have already answered these questions, and of course, now in art therapy we have, and mandala, you know, it is not the only way of art therapy. And so art therapy in the great sense of this term, it is anything you can do with color, and or anything you can do with art. And we have just, the art is as diversity as the whole world. And you can do anything if you like this and if you feel like it's an art for you. Even just some strange draws or something like that. So that's why art therapy, in just widespread meaning of it, it is just something that you let you to do. It is like you let your inner child to do anything, because there is such a statement that every artist, every adult artist, it is a survived children. So, you know, many people, when we get adults, we become such serious personalities. Like, we go to office, we do some serious things, and we forget how we can bring just joyful to our life. And the art, making such different things, just drawing or painting or making mandalas or dancing or singing or I don't know, maybe sewing. So for everyone, the activities can be different. So that's why it is very important just to do at least something that you like to do. And it is the main effect of art therapy. And of course, if you, for example, depressed, or if you just stressed, it is very important to give yourself like a rest, or like a break from your work, from your business, and so on. And it is very important um, to notice this at time, not to be late when your inner child will just bend over and tell you, no, I don't want to talk to you, and just leave me alone. And when she, like if we're talking about girls or even a boy, so but just for ladies, for women, it is easier maybe to show our emotions. We can cry, we can be like some crazy, and it's okay for ladies, but it is not okay for men, because the world and people are just used to see that the man must be very strong, very masculine, and don't show your emotions. You can't cry. It is not appropriate for men to cry. But it is very difficult, I guess, to be such person who can show and your emotions, and who can't feel them. And it is that's why the art can be such method which will let you and your inner child to show your emotions to the world, like a very safe method. Not to cry, but just to paint like you feel. And maybe in your painting will be a crying personality, or something which will look like crying, or just will be similar, or you will, when you look at that piece of art, and you feel different emotions. So this is the only way, I guess, and the main thing, the main aim of art therapy, to let your inner child feel that childish emotions. Exactly.
Well, I completely agree with you to each and every point that you said, that you just mentioned. Because if you are not letting your inner child come out, if you're, every time reacting like an adult, that no, I don't have to cry, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that, you're never gonna be a very good artist by yourself. Because the artist needs to be, needs to behave very childish sometimes, sometimes quite happy, joyful. It's a combination of emotions. So that the
Yeah.
art
That's it. Every piece of art is just like your inner emotions, and you let them be visible to everyone. And you can choose any method of visibility. So, as for painting or dancing or singing, as I have already told, and we all know these methods, but sometimes we just even afraid to use them. Some people are afraid to sing, and then they tell that I don't have so I can't hear the music, or I can hear the sounds, I can sing, or I can dance. But it is our basic activity that everyone can do. And it doesn't matter how good you at this or that method of art, but just do, and it will let you feel your emotions, and let the others see your emotions, and this is just great. So the main problem of today's I mean modern life and modern people, uh, the main problem of them, I guess, that we are too serious. We are too serious. We can't let us to just live this life with joy, and so just like a child. And we think, I must make money, I must make business or something, and always in these thoughts, and we just like forgot about joy of life.
You know, I'm feeling so blessed to be listening to you today. I am speaking the least, and you are speaking so good that I am not even trying to you know interrupt you in what you're saying, because I myself am learning a lot from you today. So, by the way, proceeding further, someone has rightly said that every great design begins with a means it has an even better story. So every artist has his or her own story. So is it applicable to the mandala designs as well, and what do you have to say about this statement?
Um, so as for mandalas, exactly, probably. So you can make a mandala without any story, because it is just the simple geometry. You take two sticks and you make a square or a circle and so on. And you can make it without any stories. The main thing here is your feelings, as we just told about this. But of course, if you'd like to make a masterpiece, like the very outstanding work, I guess you have to have not just a story, but a background behind it, because so and the background, it is your whole life, it is your life experience, and you can have many small stories in your life, and you can show them in one piece of work, or you can have just a great story of your life, like when, for example, I am 90 years old, and I will take sticks like a meter and I will make a masterpiece, and I can show all the stages of my life in this mandala, for example. Or like, when an artist starting his life way, his professional way, probably his first works are just simple and not very complicated. And when he has much and more experience, life experience, work experience, his professional experience, his works become more complicated. And that's why, so in this widespread meaning of this statement, I agree with this. But if to speak about just a piece of mandala, so any kind of it, it is not necessary thing to have a story or even a background.
So, well, as a designer, I have realized that colors play a quite important role, and knowledge of colors is really important. And by far, through your designs, I see that you have quite a good knowledge about the colors. So, how do you select these colors, and what thoughts you have while choosing the colors to make a design?
So, as I told in the very beginning, I didn't have any special education in arts, and that's why I choose the colors for my mandalas just with the help of my intuition. Like, so, of course, probably we know some basic rules that the rule of three colors or two or three or four and so on. But I just, when I choose the colors, I don't know, really, I don't have any special method or I don't use any art rules like with the golden, with the,
I get you. I completely get you here. I completely get you. Like warmer colors and cooler colors. I totally understand.
so I don't use such rules like golden mean or something like that. But I just try to make a mandala looking good. Uh, just I want to make it accurate. I want to. So I guess it is something inner feeling of beauty or something like that. And we can't say that. So of course, on the one hand, it is like a talent. It is like a gift, and some people are gifted with this or that things, and somebody can speak many languages very easy and can learn them very easy. Other people can dance very easy, and the other for others it is like just something very terrible, and don't take me, don't make me dance, and just leave me alone. But as for my mandalas, it is really something like from from myself.
Okay,
And
okay.
that's why I have the idea of studying the design especially, and maybe colors or some different rules. But after that, so when even if you have such knowledge, I guess the main thing is not to forget your real feelings, because if again, if to come back to art therapy, the main thing here not to do according to any rules, but to do according to your feelings. And even if you want to take green, red, and blue colors together, or I don't know, if you even want to make whole mandala just black, it is okay, because it is your view of your life or of your current state of your mood and so on, and it is the most important thing. So of course, if to talk about like mandalas like pieces of art, probably then you should study the design or art and so on.
Okay, okay. Well, I completely agree with you. Art is just like, as we talked about earlier, it's all from the inner self that it comes out. So, you know, in each form of designs, like what I do, there has to be some artistic content. I mean, a person has to be artistic in oneself to create those designs. So, does apply to mandala designs as well? Does one have to be artistic to create mandala designs, or?
Yeah, so the great question. And again, partially we have already answered it. because everything is connected with itself, with each part. And so everybody can dance, everybody can sing, everybody can draw something. Any child, if you give him or her a pen or a pencil or paints, he will do anything. And we, of course, we won't name it like a piece of art or something like we will show in a museum. But who knows, probably if you will make this talent alive, he will be an artist. And that's why we are all, in some of sense of this statement, we are all artistic from our birth. So just some people talented in dancing, others talented in drawing, and so on. Somebody else are talented in making interviews or making mandalas, you know. So that's why you don't need anything special. You don't need to find a special knowledge or something. I don't know, a special inspiration when a god touch my head, and then I will be able to make a mandala or any other piece of art. No, you can just take the materials, the necessary materials like sticks and thread or paints and paper. And by the way, if we're talking about mandalas, you can make them not only of sticks, of wooden sticks and threads. You can take, I don't know, even wires or something that you can use, but just which the materials which look like threads, you know. So ancient people made that from the dried grass or dried leaves or something like that. And of course they didn't have like such bright colors, and we know that it is made with probably some chemical method. I don't know how they color the threads, and they use just cotton or linen or something like that. And that was just natural materials, and you can go out to the forest or to the park, and you can take just the old sticks that you can find on the floor, on the earth, and you can do something by yourself. On you can it is not necessary to connect each piece of mandala with itself. You can just put them on the earth in the form of a circle or a square, and you will get a mandala. So that's why just your mind is your the one thing, your fantasy. It is the only thing that you need to be artistic or to be an artist.
Definitely, I completely agree with you. Uh, very glad to be hearing this from you, and I hope the viewers who definitely want to be, who are artists or who want to be designers, they'll definitely learn from you. Because I am learning personally a lot from you. I have heard that meditation is also a part of the mandalas. I mean, mandalas help a lot in meditation. So, how does what it has to do with the meditation? Can you please explain us a bit so that we understand very well?
So it is. I like this question very much because if you just try at least once to make a mandala, you will understand that it is like this. The process itself, it's like a meditation. And probably people who meditate, they know that there are some types of meditation, like, for example, stable meditation, when you can sit, close your eyes, and just stay in silence or listening some special music, calm music, or just like water flooding or something like that, or singing of birds, and you just feel your inner. You can see something on your inner screen, and you can dream about something, or you can just think about black spot in your head and something like that. You're just staying in one and the same state. You're sitting or you're lying, or you can even be standing or any position. But there are also active meditation like dynamic meditations, and there have been invented many years ago. Again, it is something ancient. It is not the new invention of some psychologist or kind of. So all we have now was invented in ancient times. And it was probably not like the science, but just people do that because they felt better or because it helped them in different areas of their lives. So even a dance can be a meditation. And if so, in general sense of meditation, it can be anything you do, even washing dishes, even I don't know, driving can be meditation if you are very, so if you have a special state of your mind at that moment, if you are very, so if you know and realize every moment, so now I'm taking the plate and I have, so I feel my hands are wet. I can feel the water, it is warm or it is cold. I feel this or that. So the main thing in meditation is just to feel exactly and to name every feeling. So not just like we do in our everyday life. And so when you, again, when you are very fast to your work or to your office and you just need to do something, and you sometimes you even can't remember if you closed your door or if you turn off the lights, and you just made that automatically and you didn't think about that. So the main thing in meditation is just to realize what you are doing and what you are feeling at that moment. And that's why and if to talk about weaving mandalas, it is, you know, like such a process when you repeat one and the same action again and again and again and again and again. It is like, you know, like a trance. You can feel something like, so when I weave my mandalas, I can catch myself at some moment. So where have I been at that time? So how many time I've spent already? So when you forget everything around you and you just in the process. So this is the meditation itself. So this is a kind of a dynamic, probably not very active. You don't make very active movements like in dance, for example, but still you don't stay like a state or like something. So you do something, but the main thing, if you are very, so if you are in the process, you are meditating. So
Okay. So thank you for your answer. It is definitely going to help our viewers and especially me as well. Being a designer, I definitely have learned a lot from you. But still, there are so many artists who are watching us. There are so many people who are designers who are watching us. So, is there any special message that you would like to share, or any advice that you would like to give to our viewers today?
my message will be very simple. Just let your inner child do anything he or she wants. And you know, the desires and the likes of our children, of our inner children, not complicated. They always want just to do something simple, like just take a paper and a pencil, or just, I don't know, to go out and to stand with your naked foot on the ground. So even for adults, it can seem like strange, but for a child, it is a joy of life. So just let your inner child to dance, to sing, to do anything he or she wants. And this is the only message to all the people. not only for artists or people of some art professions, but to everybody.
Thank you so much for your message and advice, Lyubov. It's been great connecting with you, and I personally enjoyed this episode a lot. I got to learn a lot today. Being a designer, it's been a pleasure to have connected to you. And I just ending today's session. I just hope all the best to you. Thank you for being here. You really means it was an honor connecting with you. And I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Um, and see you soon. That's it I can say. I just hope
Thank
we
you
meet
very
soon.
much, Nick. Thank you very much. It is a great honor to me to be invited to you interview, and I wish you to have a great success with your YouTube channel and to have a great success in all your art works. So thank you very much for invitation, and I will be glad to get any comments or any emotions or any thoughts of our viewers in the comments. So it is very important to all of us to get a feedback. So thank you for your attention. Thank you, Nick, for invitation. I was very glad, and that I guess it's just a great interview. I like that very much.
Thank you so much, Lyubov, and I appreciate your appraisals that I'm getting, your praises that I'm getting, your support that I'm getting, and definitely you will get the feedback from our viewers. So viewers, do comment soon because Lyubov is waiting for your responses, and I hope that people have learned a lot today. So see you soon, Lyubov. Till then, goodbye.
Goodbye. See you, Nick.
Lyubov means love, and I hope that you guys enjoyed and loved today's episode, and also our dear guest and my dear friend Lyubov and her art of Mandala Designs. So, if you did, do go and follow her on Instagram. And if you find some time out of your busy schedule, do look for me as well. And if you have still not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Just go and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss the notification from us. And you keep enjoying our episodes. And till then, goodbye. Stay tuned for the next episode.